Okay, they are all due March the 22nd. In class, I discussed this one. That's the one that 2 or 3 students asked me. And then you have, this is due March the 21st, 2 quizzes and 1 test. They are all due March the 21st. And so next week, we don't have formal class, but you are going to use the whole week, which is more than enough to work on this midterm programming project. Okay. So what is the purpose of this project? This is to, it's a culmination of the first 3 chapters. That's the best statement, I think. Okay, so what do you submit? You must submit the Python file, okay? The Python script you have written, which is this, right? That's the script. You need to submit this one. And you also need to give me a Word document that has the execution screen. As those on the next page. So you will look at this. Let's look at this. Click on that, and you can download it. I will just download it to look at it, okay? So this is the programming project I want you to do. And the second page has the screenshot so that you know what your project will look like. I'm recording, right? And the third page is my grading rubric. I will grade your program following this. You know, for example, submission logistics. If you submit this correctly, you get 2 points. If you give me the screenshot file, you get 2 points, etc. Okay, so correctly named file names, you get 2 points. All those, and this is the file name. It should be midterm project, your first name, your last name. Okay, so if you follow these rules, you will get those points, and that's how I will grade your project. And you know, you can see this, so you know, make sure you do everything. And this is the screenshot. Look at this screenshot as an example output, so that you know what your output would look like, should look like. Okay, let's look at this. Design and implement an interactive Python program that will make a guess of the average age of people in a group and compare that with the actual average age of them. Make a statement as to which category they belong to. If I go through this quickly, I think you need time to read this and digest. So I will not explain this right now. You can look at it, and then if you have questions, you can ask me. And also look at this output. You will understand what I'm asking you to do. Read this carefully. Okay, so this tells you what to display and what to do in relative detail, really. So of course, you look at this, it should be an if-else statement, right? Right? If elif, and generate a random number, you need to generate a random number, and you need to do calculation, and you also need to use a loop. So in this project, you need to do a loop. Whatever kind of loop you use, you deem appropriate. You need to do the if, elif statements. You need to do random number. You need to do data type. And that's why I'm saying it's a combination of all things. And so make sure and see, allow the user to continue to do this until she or he enters a 0, and then print thank you message at the end. Okay, so look at this. Make sure you look at this so you understand. And I'm telling you in detail, okay? And also look at this so that you understand. Let me show you how to insert the screen into a Word document. Okay, that's something that maybe some of you don't know. That's what I will show. So if you run this, okay, let me run. You have this script. This you must submit as a Python file. And for mine, I saved it in my desktop. So I will go there, desktop, right? I saved it in Python in this one. And so this is the file. I did it here, actually. I finished it myself. So I designed it. I want to do it to give you the screenshot. So this is the one you need to submit. Okay, and that's the Python file. That's one thing I need. Another thing is the screenshot. So how do you get the screenshot? You run this, run it. So this is the running, right? This is what I want. So what you do is you open a Word document, open the Word document, okay? And then with this screen as the one, you press Alt Tab to switch, right? You know that is from 1301. Print Alt Tab to switch. So just make sure you switch between these two, okay? This one and then this one, right? So you go to your Word document, go to Insert, and go to Screenshot, and go to Screen Clipping. Okay, you can insert that, but sometimes that's not what you want. You cannot find it sometimes. Go to Screen Clipping. And the one you just switched, the top two active windows will be here. And then you can do this. And just, whatever part you need, right? Insert it. And then press Enter and insert another one, because you need to test it multiple times to make sure it works in different groups, right? So you just insert another one. This is how you insert it. And now you have two of them. And you may need to, if you look at mine, I inserted quite a few, right? So I didn't insert all the scenarios, but for you, give me all the scenarios. Because if you look at this description, you have these scenarios. So you need to give me all those scenarios to make sure it works, right? To make sure that your code works correctly. That's how you insert something, insert screen. Do you have any questions, everybody? Do you understand? So I will let you read that. And then once again, I will be here during the Zoom meeting. And so if you have questions, you can always ask me.